if you don't understand yourself, it's difficult to understand where you need help and to be able to be very
Right.
conscient about that. But
Totally agree.
as soon as you do, you're in a really good place, because suddenly you're like, okay, I need to learn this. I need to find someone who has this. I need to do this. I need to, and I think that's just such an important skill at an early stage when you have like few resources and you have to figure out how to use them.
So I think on the first time entrepreneur, I feel like, number one is really invest deeply in understanding yourself. Right? The better you can understand, who you are, personality, whether it's personality assessments, having a thought partner, coach. I feel like it starts with that, because building a company and being an entrepreneur is really hard. And so the better you understand yourself, like what are the things that are going to stand in your way? What are the things that are going to excite and re-energize you? Because you're going to need to figure out how to do that from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And so that would be number one. Number two would be make sure you are really passionate and committed to what it is that you're going to do. And one of the things that I talk to a lot of entrepreneurs about are customers. Are these people that you really can get excited about, that you get to be in business with? And I inherited a business I took over about 10 years ago. And about 6 months in, I go, I don't like these customers. This isn't an industry that I really love. And we made it through. But I just said, okay, I'm going to, as an experience, chalk up that probably don't want to play in that industry anymore. And so I think, having that deep commitment and desire, like these are a group of people I really want to solve a problem for, and I want to be in the business of serving day to day, I think is really important. And so, think about that. And then the third would be really figure out like what are the core key capabilities that you need to get this going.
This specific
Yes,
product.
this particular thing.
Project.
And it is an iterative process. And that is, because I see where people, they find early people that join them in their journey because they validate them. They go, that's a good idea. I want to be part of this. And they may not have any of the key abilities or skills that you need. And that may start to become an anchor on you. And so it's, I think getting clear about what do you actually need, and then understanding that there really is this, I've heard Reid Hoffman call it tours of duty, or I often refer to it as seasons, that there are seasons in a company's life, and some people aren't going to make it through more than one season. And I think you have to be okay with that. And it's not always a judgment on you as the founder or on them as being disloyal. But really reevaluating that at each point and having an open dialogue. And in an ideal state, everybody's growing at the same rate or faster than the company's growing, and that's awesome. And you do keep that continuity, but that's just not realistic because of all the twists and turns and challenges and people with their own lives outside of these businesses. And so I think those are the three that I would really.
I love the first one, because I think that we all understand that like we are our worst enemy, right? Like a lot of the fights that we battle with, a lot of the way we present ourselves to people reflect some sort of internal conflict, ways that we think about ourselves, limiting beliefs. And so unlocking that piece is just so huge. And it can sometimes be through things like just understanding yourself better. Like, some people use meditation. Other people have a therapist they can talk to. Other people go through, read books. Everyone has a different method to get there.
Right.
But I think that is probably the most key thing, because if you don't understand yourself, it's difficult to understand where you need help and to be able to be very conscient about that. But as soon as you do, you're in a really good place, because suddenly you're like, okay, I need to learn this. I need to find someone who has this. I need to do this. I need to, and I think that's just such an important skill at an early stage when you have like few resources and you have to figure out how to use them.